Thomas sat in the passenger seat of the shuttle as it made its way to Mining and Research Output P Alpha, a place built long before Thomas was even born. Established as the unified solar government ruled, no mining of objects visible from the occupied worlds was permitted, especially after the helium-free mining scar that now marked the moon's far side. He was ostensibly here just for a standard inspection, ensure the lone crewman who lived and operated the station was following protocol, though it was because of weird readings the site's AI had sent. Reports that the man was up to something odd. Why the company even sent a lone crewman always confused Thomas. Humanity being such a social species, prolonged isolation seemed more detrimental to profits than sending another few crew. Regardless of his personal opinion, he could see the station now. It was a sight he had seen countless times. The company often just used the same flat-pack station that could be easily assembled regardless of the environment. However, it was his first time seeing the one that was furthest away. Docking procedures beginning. Please collect all belongings from the shuttle before disembarking. The ship's automated system was announced through the speakers. With a loud hiss and metallic clank, the airlock slowly opened to reveal a man standing there with his arms out, as if ready to embrace Thomas in a hug. Dr. Jack, I assume? Who? The man asked, tilting his head. Never been a Jack here, might be the other guy. Other guy, Thomas repeated, only to see the mischievous grin. Yeah, it's me, the one and only Dr. Jack. Forgive the humour, I rarely get a chance to talk to people who aren't on the screen. Gesturing to allow Thomas to step past him, he spun on his heel and began to lead the way. I just noticed, but the gravity feels off here. Shouldn't we be almost bouncing? Ah, experimental gravity field generators. Part of the research I'm working on while here, Jack explained, doing a little jump. Can only manage 0.9 G, which might be why it feels just slightly off, he added, pinching his fingers close together. So, I am here to inspect the helium-free production systems, and the Kuiper Belt mining drones? Hearing this, Jack turned to face Thomas. Be honest, please, the air filters aren't good at scrubbing bullshit. Pardon? I know why you really are here. I have not missed my quota once, even between experiments. I have sent back numerous reports detailing all the maintenance and projected fuel manufacturing. I have even reported when the bloody kettle stopped working. Thomas paused a step, shocked to see Jack's vitriol towards the kettle issue. Sorry about that. British and tea and all. He gave a light-hearted chuckle, as if to brush his outburst onto the rug. So why do you think I am here? Thomas asked, wondering if a psych hold might be best for the doctor. Simple. Because Gertie went and told teacher about me. Thomas paused once more to look at Jack. He was under the impression the message the AI had sent was well encrypted. To think he was aware of it worried him. Ah, you didn't know I read it. It is simple enough when you have endless free time. What is a month spent decrypting when you have nothing better to do while automated experiments do their thing? So you know Gertie identified anomalies? Ah, yes. That is how she worded it. A smirk grew on his face. Between us, I think Gertie wants me to succeed. Succeed at what? The big announcement. Announcing what? Thomas pressed, as he moved his hand towards his stun bolter. That we are here, of course. Retreating half a step back towards the airlock and the now idle shuttle, Thomas drew his stun bolter at this outburst. Doctor, please explain. You know of the Fermi paradox, right? Thomas nodded. Everyone nowadays knows about it. The idea the universe is so vast that the possibility of life not existing was statistically impossible. So, where is everybody? Jack asked. Thomas did not have an answer. No one did. The best suggestion that he even submitted to was the Great Filter. Maybe the Great Filter... No! I do not accept the Great Filter. Even if there is a point in a timeline, all species may wipe themselves out. Infinity is too large not to have endless species, Jack explained agitatedly, pacing back and forth. Then I don't know. Thomas paused to take a deep breath to calm himself. Can we calm down a bit and discuss this like civilized people? You are the one who drew his weapon, Jack pointed out. Conceding the point, he holstered the stun bolter. My point is that even with a filter, we should still have been inundated with at least a little something. Thomas nodded, hoping to keep the clearly broken man from any further outbursts. So what about the Dark Forest, then? Thomas paled, now realizing his meaning. The Dark Forest was the idea all advanced species feared discovery. The analogue is we are all hunters in a dark forest, and the moment someone makes a noise, the hunters will all shoot. So, when you said announce, you meant you plan to declare our existence to the universe? Jack nodded, with a genuine grin. Exactly! We will shout out to the universe. Here we are, and we are friends. Thomas watched, as Jack spread his arms out, as if to accept rapturous applause. Surely you know about the ordinances, the laws the USG put down? Oh yes, the no unshielded communications. It is a shame they brought so into the idea we are rabbits surrounded by wolves. Listen, it's not too late. We can just put this up to some void fever and get you some treatment. You don't need to go ahead with this. You mean this? Jack asked, gesturing to a podium with a large red button that began rising from the floor. Thought it would be more dramatic, he explained with a bashful grin. Immediately drawing the stun bolter once more, Thomas took aim. Please, I don't want to do this. I understand. But why are you so opposed to the idea of announcing us to the universe? Why is everyone? Well, what if they are all dangerous beings? What if we are enslaved or destroyed? What if announcing us brings calamity? What if? What if? What if? That is all I ever heard when I discuss this with others. But let me ask you this. What if they are friendly? What if, like us, all species have empathy that transcends species? He paused to take a deep breath as he finished with a whisper. What if everyone is just too scared to take that first step? I understand your frustration, but this is illegal. I will shoot if I must, Doctor. Shoot if I do this? Thomas watched as Jack moved his hand towards the red button, only for him to fire a stun bolt and send the doctor into spasms before collapsing to the floor. We will get you the help you need, Doctor. Sure you will, he replied through gritted teeth. I'm sure our friends amongst the universe will also love to help. What do you mean? I broadcast the day after Gertie sent the message. That red button is just for a disco light setting I installed to amuse myself. So... Oh God, Thomas paled. The dark forest silence had been broken. You know, Doctor, if they do end up being violent enemies, your name will go down as one of the greatest villains, if not the greatest, humanity ever produced. I will accept that. But I believe whatever comes, if it does, we can befriend it. If that does happen, I will be declared a hero. You really have gone crazy. Maybe. But it is the maddest of our species that boldly takes those steps forward.